Episode 6 of MobLand is probably the best written television I have seen in a very, very long time. We find out who planted the bomb and why. We see Richie Stevenson just distraught and out of his mind now because he lost his son and his wife. You see the police investigating it and everything. And then we see Harry, Kevin, Conrad, Maeve, Eddie, Conrad's lawyer. We see Paul there. We see Harry's people with him. They're all in the room, and we find out that Conrad is the one that set everything up because he wanted to be a step ahead. Plan B. He wants to get rid of the Stevensons, and he wants to get rid of them in a really, really quick way because he wants to keep that empire going. Kevin really gives in to his father, saying like, how could you do this? Me and Harry had it under control. I can't believe you did this. You see Maeve just going on and smiling. I keep saying it ever since I started my review of this show. Helen Mirren is a phenomenal actress, but the character that she plays, it's such a spiteful bitch. It's so annoying, but it's done so well. We then find out that Serafina and Brendan are off to Antwerp for a deal with some gems. The family gets note of it, and then Conrad gets a chopper ready for Harry, so Harry can go to Antwerp and bring back Serafina and Brendan home safely. Maeve gets wind of this, and then kind of gives Richie Stevenson a call. Why? We don't know, but we kind of find out in a way that it's an eye for an eye. You're always one step ahead. You see Eddie listening in on a phone call, and Eddie's like, It's like, what? He has that worried look on his face. I feel like Maeve kind of got everything and told Richie what was happening in Antwerp to get rid of either Serafina, which I believe is probably the case, or Brendan. And then we see Harry on his way to Antwerp. He gets to the hotel, kind of finagles the concierge because he has something on the concierge. He gets into Serafina's room, sees the number for the security agency that Serafina called to protect her and Brendan. They're already en route to the exchange meeting, and that's going really, really fast. We then have that, and Harry calls the Lorenzo and says, hey, listen, hey, give me on the... Brendan takes the call, pulls over, and just says, why are you here? If you're working for Conrad, you work for the family, you work for me. It's basically like, hold on there, let's pump the brakes. Harry works for Conrad. He doesn't work for the entire family or you, and he's friends with Kevin, so he only answers to two people, not everybody else, which is my understanding. But, I mean, that's how I would do it. But then, Serafina is like looking at him, and Brendan, all of a sudden, even though he hasn't been in this season for that much long, he's an absolute asshole. They get back in the car, they go to the exchange, but then back and forth you see Serafina texting Harry, texts the location, and Harry is on his way to that location. We see the gem exchange happening, and then, boom, it's sabotage and a slew of very, very well military people looking, I believe it's the Mexicans, kind of come in and just take out everything. And you see Brendan pissing himself. Serafina has a gun to her head. You see Harry on the road, rev up, go, and bang. Cut to black. That's the end of the episode. Holy shit. What high tension, what high thrills, just to leave you on the edge of your seat and to keep you coming back for more. This episode solidified itself as one of the best of this season. I don't think you can top that because what can happen now? We're over the halfway point because there's 10 episodes this season. What will happen now? Who will get rid of Maeve? Who's talking to the cops? Will Richie gain that upper hand? And, will Harry come to his senses? And what will happen in all of this? Who will fall? Will it be the Harrigans? Will it be the Stevensons? Will Harry be the only one left standing, the last man standing? A lot of questions need to be answered, but my goodness, the writing in this show is absolutely phenomenal. It's chef's kiss, and just how everybody acts with Tom Hardy, Pierce Brosnan, Helen Mirren, Patty Considine, the list goes on and on. Everyone gives 110%, and you see that, and this episode really kept you on the edge of your seat because you're like, what's going to happen? What's going on? And if a show does that, it's really, really good, in my opinion. And I'm very curious to see what's going to happen in the rest of this season Because if we got episode 5 and then episode 6 back to back as being one of the best, it's like, okay, 7, 8, 9, 10 has to rev it up to a even higher potential, because now anything can happen. And then it's like, okay, is someone one step ahead of someone else as a character-wise? Or is everything going to come full circle and be like, oh, okay, this person was behind it all, and let's get rid of that person? Will Maeve and Eddie be the ones to getting rid of? Is Conrad, Conrad is smart. Don't play dumb, because I don't want to see that happen at all. This was a fun episode. It was great, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen next. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about episode 6 of MobLand, titled Antwerp Blues. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What do you think is going to happen now in the rest of this season? And who do you think is behind it all? And who do you think at the end of the season will meet their demise? Or do you think one character will see an end before the season is over? Let me know in the comment section about all the questions I just asked and who you think that person might be. I'm Mr. Filmstock. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week to my episode 7 review of MobLand.